what do you think?
Quote unquote normal.
Right. Because the idea, this is conceptually a difficult thing for people to understand, is that you're trying to give data to help them understand, but also to let them come to their own conclusion about the market versus telling them what the market is. And that process is what we call selling.
Not telling.
Yes.
Good.
Right. So
now Uncle John knows that there's 18,000 houses on the market, that there's 18,700 houses on the market, that there's 7,300 sales in the last 30 days, that there's 2.5 months of inventory, and now he's starting to smell the turkey and he's going to go sit down. But before he walks away from you, you talk about prices?
No, I asked him. I said, so I like to compare, because if you're tracking the numbers, and what you should, I say, well, last year we had a little over 19,000. At this point, we have almost 20,000 homes on the marketplace, and supply is down by 4%, and demand, because this year we're going to sell almost 98,000 homes, and last year we only sold 96,000 homes. So demand is actually up almost about 4%. I don't know what the exact numbers are. But so if supply is at a 5-year low and demand is rising, what do you think happens when supply is lower and demand's higher?
Should we poll the audience?
Poll the audience. Does anyone know what happens when supply is lower and demand is rising? Let's go. We got 10 oranges on the shelf. Now we have 8, and now 11 people want an orange.
What happens next?
Okay, that's the beginning of social hacking. But either way,
they say prices go up.
They do go up. Yeah. So that's what everybody says, because that's economics, and no one argues that debate. And I mean, usually the comment is, "Oh my God, that's a lot of homes on the market." And then you say, "Well, Phoenix is 75 miles by 75 miles. I mean, there's 5 million people in."
I'm gonna argue with you, sir.
I love it.
Sometimes people do argue that logic, and they say, "Yes, but Jeff, the price of oil just fell to the lowest price of 4 weeks."
Oh, he's gonna play Uncle Larry. I love Uncle Larry.
No, it's Uncle. Yes, okay, fine.
All right, Uncle Bob. Uncle Bob.
Yeah. Let me see here. Yes, the price of oil is changed, Jeff. So now.
Oh, I have an Uncle Larry.
You have an Uncle Larry
too?
Well,
he was a banker,
yes.
And he's always got questions about that he read on the news, and he wants to debate things. So these are called objections in sales land, right? When you present information and the other person doesn't like the tone of the conversation because it's not in favor of their argument, which they thought was much more negative than your comment was.
Yes. Or actually, so what about oil? Wait, there's another one.
Okay. Well, let's go with the first one. So what was the objection?
Oil, the price of oil is going down. And when an economy is running strong and more oil is needed, that means that it's going to be great long term. But when the price of oil is going down, there's fear that why is this happening? And why is it alarming that U.S. oil prices plummeted 7% to a 1-year low of $55 a barrel? Crude's worst day since September of 2015.
Bob, that's really interesting. Wow. So you're saying that oil's down, and you're concerned about what direction the Phoenix market, real estate market's going to go. I mean, generally they consider that a derivative of the market, but you know what? We're more focused on the population increased by 100,000 people in the last 12 months. And that, I mean, what really happened is, 300,000 people, 400,000 people moved here, 300,000 people got and left. We were net new 100,000 people. And you know what the greatest indicator of a growing market is? It's increasing population.
If only... Bob, Uncle Bob.
Oh. Are you
the
playing
house
both sides?
values? I am. Yeah.
Okay.
If only the real estate market trailed oil, that would make our lives.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is oil and house prices have zero to do with.
I don't see oil and house prices going like this.
Actually, when was the last time oil prices were spiking?
I don't know. I would have to ask Uncle Bob.
Yeah, right. Like, I mean, what's that point? It's like, hey, we're cooking spaghetti. right? What are the cows doing?
You mean not related? Is that what you're
Not
trying to say?
related.
Not related.
Right? With the prices of beef and like Bob, we're only eating spaghetti, right?
Yes.
Like let's not make it more complicated. What else? What other comments do you think someone like Bob would have?
Oh,
I mean, I just want to hear
come
some
on.
objections.
Yes. So Bob would also say, I heard that the supply is on a crazy high run. That supply is running high. It's now the increases of supply have doubled what they were last year.
You know what? I heard too
They're
that
up
California's supply was higher, but Arizona's at a 5-year low. I can't help but it's just the truth. Maybe.
Yeah, but California once had the hottest housing market in the entire nation, and now home prices in the state are plummeting like it's 2008 over again.
Yeah, but Bob, I mean, please.
Wait, do you believe that?
No, I
Because
don't.
that's one of their.
That's great, but I mean, also California's got a lot of issues. They got a tax problem, a water problem, and a politics problem, right? Like the thing is that market has gone up higher than higher than our market because our market was kind of flat for a long time.
I got to give a shout out to Tina Tambor because she had a take on that question as well, and that was that, the Chinese government has made it more difficult for their citizens to invest in residential real estate, which has affected the California market more than others.
I don't know. I don't sell in California, right?
Yeah, right.
I mean,
Did you see the headline of the San Diego newspaper that said goodbye?
Nope.
With the California license plate because of everybody that's leaving California?
Sweet.
Right?
Dude, guess who's going to win from that? Us. The number one state that people move here from is, I mean, to me, the thing is that's why we talk about supply, demand, and prices. And usually just the general tone of all that negativity. I like to move away from Bob and go talk to Sally because Bob's not going to change his mind because he likes the news and he thinks that everything's on the news is accurate. And I would say, you know what? Here's what it is the last time that supply began to grow, it took 27 months for the market to turn around after it began to grow. So that's about 2.5 years. We haven't stopped, supply hasn't stopped plummeting, so it's hard to predict that it's going to turn around, then increase till right? So I'm lucky, Phil, that I can barely guess what's going to happen in the next 12 months, but knowing that it takes at least 24 to 36 months for it to turn around, I'm just telling you that those indications haven't hit our marketplace yet. And maybe the death of the world is coming. I'm sure it is at some point. But right now, we got low supply and high demand.
Yeah, I like it.
Okay, right. So
we're good on the market.
Okay, good.
Right? Let's get back to turkey dinner.
But here, don't get distracted by the market talk, because what you've got to do is I like to pull out this right here. It's called the Notes application on my phone. I think that is it safe to say that everybody has a phone these days?
Yes.
Okay.
Actually, even if some of them are still flip phones.
Okay, that's fine. You can have a flip phone.
I'm picking up my 96-year-old grandpa. He's got a flip phone.
But your flip phone, I think, even has a notation device on it. Maybe.
It's called Pad.
Pad. Yeah, Pad. But you might want to jot down, Bob. So, the question that you want to ask is, do you own a property in?
Now you're getting.